Hey guys, what's going on? Karl here, back with another episode, and today we are comparing the titans, the kings of the crop of the Android scene. Of course, we've got the brand new Galaxy S9 against, I would say, the pinnacle from 2017, the Pixel 2 XL. So naturally, the S9 is the newer device. It just came out around 2 weeks ago. I was at MWC in Barcelona, and the Pixel 2 has been out now for quite some time, but still, this is a video that a lot of you want to see in case you're wondering which phone you should grab. So we'll start things off with the design. Over on the S9, we aren't seeing too big of a change from the S8 of last year. I've got that right here. We've still got the live edge display, and front-facing wise, you probably can't notice a difference. The S9 is 25% brighter, but as I said, unless you have both side by side, you probably won't be able to see that. On the back, we still have glass panels. They now have the fingerprint sensor lower on the S9, which means you won't smudge up the camera and won't reach for it awkwardly. I still think Samsung could have gone a tad bit lower with the fingerprint sensor, maybe somewhere around here. The display is awesome, and comparing that over to the Pixel 2, I think the S9 definitely takes the cake. It sets the precedent for an edge-to-edge display. We have little to no bezels, whereas the Pixel 2, the XL, still does. I find that the Super AMOLED display is nicer, colors pop better, things look more vibrant, and over on the Pixel 2, slightly undersaturated. It has that tinge of blue, especially when you look off axis. I know there's a few software updates that have helped change that, but still, my money goes to the S9 if you're looking solely for the display. It's gorgeous and has become even more beautiful. 25% brighter means it is more beautiful. So chipsets internally, both guys are going to cruise through everything that you throw at them. As the S9 is newer, it has the Snapdragon 845, whereas the Pixel 2, the Snapdragon 835. Is there a performance difference? I honestly haven't seen them in the tests that I've done. I'm essentially just going in between apps, multitasking, taking photos, recording video, switching back, and both are a very lag-free experience. I will say though that the bloatware over on the Pixel 2, as it has stock Android, is less than what we have on the S9. TouchWiz. Not perfect, it is getting better, but you can still download a stock launcher like Nova Launcher in case you want to make it more stock Android-esque. The S9, sadly, still has good old Bixby. It still has that dedicated button, which you can't change. Over on Google, we have OK Google, Google Assistant, and that will still activate over on the S9. I just wish you could remove Bixby or they could fix it. It's something that Samsung just needs to figure out and figure out fast.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that yet.
Google can't help with Bixby. I think the main difference here might come down to the camera, and I will leave my full dedicated camera comparison of these guys right up here, so make sure you check that out. And even though the S9 has a dual aperture camera, f1.5 to 2.4, which means the low light photos of the sky are the best that I've seen, I still think the Pixel 2 takes better photos in general. They don't look as washed out, there's a bit more detail, there's more dynamic range, the colors just seem to be better. Whereas on the S9, slightly more saturated, slightly overexposed sometimes. It does bring a lot of good things, as I said, that super low light performance, and of course this does record at 960 frames per second, super slow-mo, which is a ton of fun doing. It's just the everyday photos, the snaps that you take 90% of the time. I'm still giving it to the Pixel 2. The one thing that the S9 will bring home the title for is the surround speakers. I honestly think these have the best sounding speakers for a flagship phone. Let's try to do a quick little test here. This is the S9, let's put it up to the speaker. Over on the Pixel 2, obviously very tough for you guys to tell through this video, but definitely the S9 takes the cake. It's fuller, it's deeper, and just sounds better than the Pixel 2. Anyways, when it comes down to it, I think if you grab either, you definitely won't be disappointed. If you're looking solely for looks, for the display, I would give that bump over to the S9. If you're looking for the best smartphone camera, stock Android, faster updates, that's where of course the Pixel 2 shines, and just don't forget about the front-facing speakers over on the S9. Curious though to hear your thoughts down below which device you would end up getting, and if you perhaps want to see an epic Android giveaway, whether it's the Pixel 2, S9, let me know which device you'd prefer down below in the comments, and I will catch the rest of you in one of my next episodes or vlogs. Peace!